What is up, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Drift Games vlog. The next couple of vlogs are going to be a little bit different because I have no videographers because of COVID and holidays and everything. We have no Blaine and we have no Josh, so you're stuck with me, and I'm terrible at videography, so everything's probably going to be pretty awful from here, but stick with me. We're going to have a little bit of fun. Today is an exciting day. I'll tell you why, because it's the first day we are going to be modifying the Supra. All the parts have been landing over Christmas. I am probably more excited for this video than any other video in the last little while because it's going to be a big transformation today. So it's a new year, I got a new car, we're going to transform it today. Let's get into it. Okay, so I explained to you guys that this is version 1 of the car, so we could have gone wide body and all sorts of crazy stuff and do all that straight away, but the car would be on axle stands for a couple of months, so I kind of said I want to make the car look how I think Toyota should have made it from the factory, so a subtle first version. And we've already done a few bits to the car since we got it a couple of weeks ago, so I'm going to go through those with you now just before we get into the modifying. So here she is. So we've done a couple of bits so far, so I'm going to talk to you guys through it. So we've tinted these back windows, which I think just is something I always do. We tinted the back window, we did that with the guys from Precision Tint and Graphics, and I actually wrapped the roof black. You guys will notice that straight away. So this is a look that I think makes the car look a little bit more aggressive. It's a bit of an inspiration from the DDE Ferrari. So as you guys can see, it adds another line to the top of the car with this line here between the red and the black, which I think worked out pretty well. And as you can see, it kind of just adds another line to the roof of the car, so I think it actually looks really, really well. So that's what we've done there. We've changed the number plates from the boring Irish ones to Jap plates. I think these might be the first Jap plates that are actually 211 in Ireland. However, Toyota decided to drill a load of holes in it for the original plates. We might have to fill them in and paint it, but we'll do that another day. And on the front of the car, I've done this, look. I've made it look much more aggressive by basically using some of the standard body lines to put a black front on the car. I think it looks more aggressive. I also think the front of the car was a little bit busy, so we've also changed the number plate on the front to a Jap plate, put into the original screw holes because it's a really weird place to mount the number plate, but I think it looks a lot better and a lot smaller. Yeah, so I think it looks pretty good. So now it's time to bring the car inside to Wayne. This is the first time I've been annoying Wayne this year, so he's really looking forward to this, so he's going to be in great form. So we're going to try and transform it today. We've got a lot of parts inside. Let's go grab them. Wayne's back on the channel. Hello, Wayne.
Well,
22. It's 2022 now. It's the first time I've been annoying you this year.
Thank God.
So Wayne's had a break from us for a while. So Wayne, what do you think of the new car? It's nice, sir?
Nice. First time you even sitting in it.
It's the first time you even sat in it?
Yeah.
Nice, isn't it?
Yeah.
So Wayne is going to bring it into the garage. We're going to put it on the ramp. I'm going to go through all... You know what I love more than anything about cars? Is transforming them very simply and quickly, but also getting glorious new boxes of parts. And they've been landing all over Christmas, stacking up at my house. They're now all here. Let's run through them. Also, if you're wondering why we're using Wayne's garage for all the work today, it's because Josh and Blaine have bought more stupid cars, and now our car garage is completely full of cars, so I wasn't bothered jump-starting all those wreckers. You'll see them on a future episode. So we're over here in Wayne's, which is much tidier, much cleaner, and he's got more tools, so we're going to make a quick job of this. So this is the carbon body kit from CT Carbon in the UK. Really, really, really cool kit. There's like a massive Lego set. There's like 70 bits to it. Okay, so I've just unpackaged all of the CT Carbon stuff, and it's like a mega Lego carbon jigsaw. Check this out. So we have front splitter, rear diffuser, rear spoiler, side skirts, lots of bolts. Wayne, did you play with Lego when you were younger?
Yeah.
You're about to play with it again? Because I have no idea how all this goes together, but we'll figure it out. A lot of packaging, so the quality of the stuff is gorgeous. Like, that is proper, nice carbon. This was an expensive kit. You can buy cheaper kits, but I kind of felt I kind of want to go all out on this to make it. I don't want it to be like carbon look or fiberglass. I want it to be like proper carbon fiber. So this is the rear diffuser. I've been figuring this bit out. So these pieces, as you can see, slot in onto the back like that, and these pieces, I'm going to drill them on. So technically that sits up onto the back of the car, which is like quite an aggressive rear diffuser. So between double-sided tape, bolts and screws. We've got to get this on the car, so this is the first thing we're going to do. Wayne is currently fitting the springs. Not too much hassle, Wayne.
3 done.
3 done, 1 to go. Some man, Wayne. And that's just going to drop the car by 35 mil. It's a short fix until we get the coilovers, but it should make a dramatic difference to how it looks. And this front lip sort of looks like this, and then there's another bit there, but we'll get to that when we're putting on the car. What I have in my hand here now is the spoiler. It's a rear lip spoiler. As you guys know, I ordered a Street Hunter rear wing from TJ Hunt, so that's not going to be here for a little while, so I want to put this one on in the meantime. Now, I think you're supposed to screw this on, but I'm not going to screw it on. I'm just going to double-sided tape it because I might want to take it back off again. So we're just going to kind of put this on and hit and hope that it stays on the car for a while. So let's get to it. Check it out. So this is the carbon wing. Looks pretty good. Yeah, check that out. That's pretty strong too. Like, I've tested it with the old hand force, and I don't think we're going to have too many issues with it falling off, especially it being at the back of the car. So yeah, back's starting to look a little bit better now. Spoiler on, plates on. Now, time for the diffuser. Alright, so I went out to take a phone call, and Wayne just massively jumped ahead because he's so efficient. Yeah. So we got the new rear splitter on. Look at this thing. Full carbon. I like this, the way it actually mounts up with this kind of Formula 1 style reverse light on these. And it's got these little carbon prongs. Looks very good, doesn't it? Some fit.
I feel the fitment around the edges and the whole lot. It's perfect.
It's absolutely perfect fitment for the car. So that was a little more painless than I thought it'd be.
Yeah, it's handy job.
Look at that. Spoiler on, diffuser on. Oh, I can't wait to see this thing on the ground with new wheels. And we got the springs done.
Springs are all done. Yeah.
So we're 35 mil lower. Yeah. Right, let's get on to the front lip, which looks like an absolute mess because there's another 5 parts of it, but we'll get to it now. So Wayne and I are very clever chaps. So this is a 3-piece spoiler. So this bit goes kind of, these go on here, Wayne.
It's actually 4 pieces.
It's actually 4 pieces, yeah.
3 pieces on the bottom.
So that bit goes on there.
There's another bit going underneath the bottom bit there.
And then I put this bit on top, which kind of goes in here. And it sits on top of there. That's that bit. And then there's another piece to go underneath it. So there's quite a bit going on there. But I'm going to double side tape this, and Wayne's going to screw that on. And then, yeah, we'll just put the last bit on then after that. So this thing is starting to look a very, very wild car all of a sudden. So check out this, the rear diffuser and the rear spoiler and the Jap number plate, I think look absolutely unreal. Carbon quality is just sick. And yeah, it looks totally different. But I'm the most impressed with this front lip, which is like wild. So it comes in like 4 pieces. You've got side pieces, inner pieces. But check that out. That looks unbelievable. So that was my plan with the black. Do the black on lower bumper, put the diffuser on. It looks a bit weird without the diffuser, but now I think the look of the car is starting to come together. So what we're going to do now is put the car onto axle stands so that we're able to get to the side skirts, because obviously we can't do the side skirts while it's on the ramp. And that should be the last piece of the carbon kit, and then it's just wheels and tires. So yeah, it's looking pretty wild. I'm really happy with this. It goes to show that with a little bit of effort, Toyota could have made the car look like this, and if they did, maybe everyone's opinion of this car would be a little bit different, because I think it's just not aggressive enough. And just bolting on all these parts, like, this is going to take us a day to transform this whole car, and it goes to show that if Toyota put this little bit of effort in, maybe they've sold a lot more of these. Maybe these would be a bit more desirable. So let me know what you think. But onto wheels and tires, and onto the side skirts first, then we'll go on to wheels and tires. So yeah, I'm pumped so far. Okay, so side skirts are on, and they were a very, very nice fit. Really, really flush. Front splitters on, and we're now just putting some spacers on, waiting for the wheels and tires. I think it's actually looking really good. So it's getting late today. We thought we'd get all the work done today, but it's going to drag a little bit into tomorrow morning, which is no harm. We were a bit ambitious, I think. But what we're going to do is get here in the morning, get the tires from the tire box, get the Strom wheels from Strom wheels, put them together, put them on the car, and finally lower it and see what this thing looks like after a major transformation. So see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, this is the next morning. We're back in the shed, and the car still looks fantastic. But look what is here. Our new Strom STR 3s, which I think are going to look absolutely gorgeous on the car. We've got a concave on both, wider at the back than the front, so a staggered set, and we have a choice of black center caps or red center caps. At the moment I'm thinking maybe red center caps to match the car, so I think these look awesome. These are an amazing wheel, and you guys can actually get these wheels for 5x112 fitment, which is like Volkswagen, Mercedes, that kind of stuff, Audi, and you can get them in 5x120 fitment, which is BMW fitment. They do everything from 19s up to 22s in a range of colours. Awesome looking wheel, quite motorsport looking, that's why I went for them. So I think these are really going to complement the car, because the Supra is quite a busy car, so I kind of wanted to go with a simple wheel. So these are like a split 6-spoke. I think these are going to look awesome. So next thing for me is to head to the tyre box. Our good friends at the tyre box, Sean has got a special set of tyres for me. I'm going to go grab them now, and we'll come back, tyres on rims, and onto the car. So I've just arrived at the tyre box. I'm going to grab my tyres off Sean here. If you guys aren't aware of the tyre box, they're Ireland's biggest wholesaler of tyres, and they have an amazing website. So if you go on there, you can pick your brand, your size, you can check the differences in price. They do next day delivery, cuts out the middleman, and they're exclusive dealers of Goldline and Federal tyres. So they're just the boys, and we get all our tyres from them. A lot of the drifters in Ireland get their tyres from them. So if you want to even get a drift package through Sean, hit them up on a message on social media. They'll look after you as well. So yeah, let's go inside and check out their stock. Hey Sean, I'm filming you because all my film people are gone, so I got to film you on my own. So it's gonna be. Have we got some tires?
No. A super grippy one for the new car.
These are the ones I want for the new car, which have to be a little bit more grippy because I plan on putting some power in it. So the great thing is I have a man like you, Sean, to ask what tires should I put on it.
Yeah.
And these are the ones you've gone with. So what are these?
These are the Bridgestone Potenza Sports, which are new on the market. I haven't seen a lot of them, but I've heard great things.
Bridgestone Potenzas. Well, do you know what? I think we'll put it to the test on this Supra. So let's get these loaded up in the van, get back to Wayne and annoy him for a little bit more.
Yeah.
Alright Wayne, I got some tyres.
Now I'm going to have to do some work, am I?
You might have to do a bit of work now. I'm going to take you away from this wonderful Vauxhall van thing. We've got wheels, we've got tyres, and these are some meaty boys. So the reason I want to go for some meaty tyres is because we want this car to have 500 or 600 horsepower. So it's going to have a bit of grip. Also, I want to show people what they might not know, Wayne. A lot of people wonder about these sensors that are in all new cars. Well,
all acorns.
Yeah, so this is a bit of an annoyance for Wayne, but if you're thinking about getting a set of Strom wheels or any wheels from CM Wheels to upgrade on your car, you can take the standard sensors out and they still work perfectly. You just have to put them in under the wheel. I learned that today, Wayne.
Yep.
I gained some knowledge. So while Wayne does all the easy work of fitting the tyres, I'm going to do some of the hard work, Wayne, because you know, this is the professional stuff now. Stand back there, you get yourself hurt. You see, put that there and then, see that?
You know the funny thing is?
What's the funny thing?
They've taken that back out again now to balance the wheel.
What? So what you're saying is they did all this work and then you got to take this back out to balance the wheels?
Yeah, so I'm going to have to balance.
Well, what I've technically done, Wayne, is I've showed you how to do it.
How to do it, yeah.
I've given you a bit of an instruction there, so it's not hard. Okay, Wayne has just put the wheels on the car and it looks unbelievable. But I'm going to be a bit sneaky now because the car is dirty and because I want to put it in a nicer little backdrop to show you guys the transformation that we made in what now 2.5 days of work on this car between Precision Tinted Graphics, Wayne and myself. Me being at the lower end of the help, Wayne at the most end of the help. I'm going to bring it to Moorfield Motors. They've got an amazing backdrop there. We're going to catch up with the guys there and I'm going to show you how awesome this car has turned out. It's a dream car for me and now it looks like a dream car. Alright guys, I'm just here at Moorfield Motors. The boys just gave me a little bit of a hand washing up the car. It looks incredible in their showroom and I can't wait to show you in a few minutes. But before I get to that, I just want to explain why this video is a little bit all over the place. So Josh is back in the UK. He didn't get to go back at Christmas to see his family because he was a close contact with COVID. He's back for the week. You guys know how hard he's been working on the content. Up till then, he's put a video out nearly every day over Christmas. So we're giving him a little bit of a break. Blaine was supposed to fill in, but Blaine found out yesterday morning that he had COVID. So this is the first time I've ever been shooting a video with DSLR cameras and all that stuff, and I'm still figuring it all out, trying to take photos and do all the time lapses and everything else. So I'm kind of dropped in at the deep end. Apologies if the sound and video isn't as fancy as it usually is on Drift Games. So I'm asking you guys in the comments, let me know, should I keep filming this week just myself? Is this content okay? Or should I wait till Josh gets back next week and everything gets fancy? Let me know in the comments. Number 2, big shout out to everyone who's booked in for our Drift Games Bash on February 5th and 6th. I need to let you guys know a secret. So a lot of guys are going to wait to get their cars ready for later in the year, but unfortunately due to the massive schedule that Mondello Park has this year, we have one in February 5th and 6th. And the next one isn't until July. So if you can make the push, get your driver entry in, this is the one to do, because there'll be ages before we have another one. Then we'll have more towards the end of the year. And if you want a spectator ticket, if you want to come down and get a spin with me and Josh in our cars, or you want to see some of the Drift Games project cars, they'll all be there. And the spectator tickets are on sale now on the Mondello Park website. On top of that, we're having a sale in the merch shop as well. We're getting rid of all of our stock in January. It's the cheapest you'll ever buy it. So go on to our merch shop. We'll put a link somewhere in the description, and you guys can go and grab something at a really cheap price before we get to our new range in February. So there's not a lot left, so check out if you want to get a couple of bargains. Alright, enough talking from me. Let's get to the Supra. It's in there. I want to see it, you want to see it. Let's do it. I have invaded the Moorefield Motors showroom to show off this car to you guys because it needed the proper lighting. Before I get to that though, look at this Mark II Escort rally car, Ford Focus Mark 1 or S, and everyone's been asking where it's gone. It's my old RX-8. So Mark is going to be doing some of our Drift Games bashes in this car. So a lot of you guys wondering where it went. Well, here it is. We're still going to see if the old rotary can hold up to the task. Anyway, that's not what we're here to see. We are here to see this. Alright guys, here you have it in its full glory. My brand new Toyota Supra GR. And you know what? What was the reason for this? Why did we do it this way? Well, this is the way I think Toyota should have sold the car from new. This is like an OEM plus look. So we started off tinting the back windows, all blacked out, and the side windows. Precision Tinted Graphics did a great job. And then check out this roof line. We made our own roof line. So if you didn't see the car before, only this bit of the car was black, but we did the whole roof in black, which kind of looks a little bit like a Ferrari, right? I think that makes a big difference. The next thing we did was we got rid of the busyness on the front bumper. We wrapped it all black, made it look a little bit more old school, and I think it looks a lot more aggressive with the black wrap on the front. We did our Jap plates on the front, and we did our Jap plates on the back, although we're going to have to fill a couple of holes that were made here and here, so we're going to fill them on another day, but I think it looks very cool. This might be the first ever set of Jap plates that say 211 in Ireland. Then Wayne and I got to putting on the kit. So back spoiler, this is only temporary, it's double-sided on. We're going to be taking this off because there is a Street Hunter rear wing coming for this car probably in the next 2 or 3 weeks. So we'll take this one off, put the bigger wing on. CT carbon rear diffuser looks absolutely incredible. That's probably my favorite part of the car now, is the back of the car. Like, look how good that looks. So mean. The Strom wheels, absolutely perfect for this car. These are the STR3s in 20. So the car came with 19s. We went up to 20-inch, and as you can see, fills up the arches really nicely. We put some lowering springs in there. We will replace these with BCs because I like how the front sits, but the back sits not perfect for me, so the BCs are going to sort all that out for us. We've got the CT carbon side skirts and this 4-piece front splitter now on the car, which I think looks absolutely gorgeous, along with the number plate. And if you're wondering why I screwed into the number plate for the plates, that's where the original screws from Toyota were, so I didn't do any damage there. So this is like version 1 of the car. This is kind of a mild modified version of the car. Big shout out to Tirebox. These Bridgestone Potenzas, meaty tires. I wanted grip on the back, so we got 275s on the back because I want to put some power in this car. I want this car up to about 500 horsepower. Now, to be honest, the reason I went for sort of an OEM plus look on this car was I want to drive it. I don't want to put the car up in axle stands and spend the next couple of months doing wide body and all this stuff. I just want to drive the car, enjoy the car, put more power in it. And we've so many other projects going on right now, between the Mark II, between the PS13, the other PS13, E46, Blaine's LS400. the 2 drift cars, 3 drift cars, 4 drift cars, and we've got another car joining the channel next week. Oh, and I forgot my brand new S15, which is coming very, very soon. We've got enough on our plate. So this is just going to be a daily, or maybe just a weekend car. The Mark II GX100 should be coming back tomorrow, so I can film that for you guys if you want to see it. It's got a full respray and body kit, so hopefully that is going to be finished tomorrow. I'll be able to pick up on that. But so far, I'm really happy with the Supra. Let me know what you guys think. I think it looks absolutely unbelievable. It looks like kind of like a mini Ferrari, and it's how I think the car should have looked from the factory. If it looked like this, I think it would have looked a lot better. So let me know in the comments what you think of the car. This is a bit of a random video. It's not as pretty as usual, but I had to show you guys how this car looked straight away. And stay tuned for the next episode, maybe tomorrow, maybe the next day. Let us know in the comments, should I keep making videos as raw as this, or should I just wait for the boys to come back who are the professionals? You let me know in the comments. Make sure you subscribe, like, check out our merch shop online, and I'll see you guys on the next one.